Well, it's about 7:30 a.m. It's a nice morning. Heavy dew. Look at the plants. They got plenty of dew on them. Probably because of that rain yesterday. I haven't checked my rain bucket yet. See how much I got. Probably not much. Didn't rain. Only rained for a few minutes. What's out there? A white bull? Yeah, I didn't get much rain, but it helped. The ground's still wet, so it was enough. It was enough to make the plants perk up. Like I said, the ground's still wet. Here's what I got though. Just enough to cover the bottom of the bucket. Wasn't much. I'd say a 1/16 or two or less. Not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and dump it though. So I'll start fresh from the next rain. I brought some garbage out. I gotta go dump it now. Yeah, dew's heavy. Or maybe this was from the rain, but I think it's the dew. Even the lemongrass looks dewy. Oh, I'm ready to dump my garbage from the house. Oh, I hear the cat crying about something. Well, I rinsed out my bucket, but I'll clean it again. I'll clean it better inside the house. It's been a few months, or a couple months since I walked on wet ground. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, ground's wet now, so that's good. Maybe it didn't get much rain, but at least it's enough to make the ground wet. Yeah. And the weather will be cooler. Today's still going to be in the 80s, but after today, it's going to be in the 70s. Look at that, they're all lined up. They're all lined up to eat. I guess Buddy lost interest in that cow that was in heat the other day. I guess that was yesterday. Yeah. He's out there eating grass. But look, just now, boy, I could see the grass really came back after that one rain yesterday. Yeah, a couple more Jimson weeds come up too. Yeah. You can see the grounds, that disc is wet and brown, or dark colored out there too. It used to be white. They're whiter, that's why it's called white oak. Post oak soil. Anyway, but even with the sun shining, I can blocking my eyes. I can see there. Yeah, the grass looks greener today than it did yesterday. That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, the forecast showed there was a chance, about a 40% chance maybe, of rain today. So I'll have to wait and see what develops. It's not going to be too hot today, so I'm going to work on that. Setting up that trailer, a cattle trailer, up at the corral again today. I got it started on it yesterday, but I didn't. I sort of got rained out, but that's okay. I'm glad I got the rain. Really glad I got the rain. I hear something. Not sure what. I hear some noise over that way. Sounds like something's running, like a... I don't know what that is. Something loud. It's like it's roaring. Almost like a jet engine. But it ain't a jet. Awful loud though. I'm not sure what that could be. It seems like I've heard that before. Maybe. Not sure. Kind of reminds me of like a big fan. I thought that might be a tractor running, but I don't think so. It don't sound like a tractor. It sounds like fans, a bunch of fans running real loud. Something going on down there. Over that way. Almost sounds like a highway. Traffic on a highway, but it's too steady for that. Highway traffic would have, you know, sounds coming louder and getting softer. This is like a steady roar. Huh. But anyway, this shouldn't concern me. Yeah. Okay, I'll see if it's here when I come back out later. Trying to shade my phone, or use the camera part. From the glare. Yeah, grass looks a lot greener after that one rain. Wow. I can live with that. Yeah. Well, like I said, the ground's wet and the grass is growing again. But I don't think it helped to fill the pond up though. Need a longer rain for that. A lot longer. Yeah. But it'll come eventually. Yeah, I just hope it don't come too much too soon. I don't really want another flood. Inch at a time would be good. Inch at a time. Anything over inch and a half starts to flood. Here's that cow. She's coming through that gate. There she comes. Yeah, I left that gate open. So they can come in here and eat some of this taller grass down there in that bottom. Yeah. But they still got that hay to eat, so that's good. That'll last them a while. At least till next week. I'm leaving that gate open too. That way they don't have to go all the way up the hill to get back up here. They can just come through here if they want to. Yeah, if they want to. It's up to them. I can even see it. That's the last one I mowed back there, and I already see green grass coming up too from that rain yesterday. Yeah. Everything was needing some rain. You know what the crying was about? That cat, that's the male cat. That's the neighbor's cat back there. There's my cat's down there. It's around here somewhere. That's the male cat. He's got a bigger frame. I guess that's what this kitten was hissing at him, I think. Or this cat was hissing at the kitten. Yeah. Yeah, he's coming closer. He's not so afraid of me anymore. That's good for you, boy. He looks similar to the mama cat here. I'll leave him alone. Cooler at 2:30 p.m. Comfortable today. Comfortable. It's about 3:30 p.m. and it's time to go out to the big pasture and continue working on that setup of the cattle trailer that I started yesterday. Yeah, I just realized how different this looks without that cattle trailer here. But I got the area fixed up where I used to park it over there by the pond. So I'm gonna, when I get done using the trailer, I'm going to park it there for the winter, or until I need it again. Okay, let's head out to the big pasture corral. See what I can do today. Well, I'm back. A little sunnier right now. It was cloudy yesterday. I think it was cooler. Well, it rained too. Yeah, it rained. Okay, I got the trailer hooked up to the truck. But first, before I can back it up again, I gotta dig out these two trenches here for the tires to lower it down. Lower the wheels. Get the wheels to be lower so the whole back end will drop down to match that board there. I did this a few years ago to make it easier for the cattle to load if they're not used to jumping up or even going in a trailer. Yeah, got a trench there. I got a backboard too, but I gotta clean that up too also, because the board's kind of tilted a little bit, which would prevent the trailer going back far enough. Well, that's good enough, I think. I got done just in time for the cattle to come up. I better back this thing in here. Let's see if I can back it better than I did yesterday. I still gotta get over and straighten it front out so it's square in the back here. Let's see what I can do. Oh, at least it's cool in the shade. I'm getting more shade now. It was pretty warm there in the sun while I was working, digging that out. There wasn't much breeze before, but now there is. Now, and since I'm full of sweat, it feels good. Yeah, my shirt's soaked. I didn't think it was going to be that hot today, according to the thermometer outside. It was only around 75 a couple hours ago. Anyway, they're all coming up now. So let's see if I can get this backed up. I'm going to sprinkle that with a little water first to settle the dirt to make it pack better after I'm done. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I think I got it lined up pretty close. Let me check the other side. It looks like you got to turn the front a little bit that way. And I think I'll line up pretty good. What do you think, Bully? What do you think of my operation here, huh? Yeah, if I can keep pushing that front end this way, same time I'm pushing it back, I should line up pretty good. I'll take it slow. Munching on that hay. They must like it. It's a year old already. What was I doing? Oh. Yeah, I gotta square this end up here. I gotta swing the front end that way so it'll line up better. I think it's pretty much lined up the way I want. I just gotta straighten it up. I think I'm making it. Just a little bit more. Like the front end, just a little bit more that way. And then I think I'll be square. Then all I gotta do is go back. Yeah. That'll be good. Wheels are ready to drop into the hole. Yeah, oh, look. Looks like I got a little bit too far this way, but I think it'll still work. Yeah. I'm almost out of the trench here on this side. Oh well. I'll see how it works out when I get it backed up. Yeah. Takes me a long time to set this up, but it's worth it to me. I think that's pretty square. I think all I gotta do now is straighten the truck up. Well, that didn't work out the way I planned. I gotta pull up and go that way. Huh? Wonder what I did wrong. I finally got it to where I want it. Okay, looks pretty good. Pretty level with the board, if I do say so myself. Yeah. All I gotta do now is tie those gates to the trailer, and then open that gate, tie it to that gate, tie that. Anyway, yeah. But first, I want to get some side views. Good enough for me. This side looks good enough too. Let's tie this gate up first. Okay, that's tied. Since I'm here, so I'll close that gate too. Oh wait, there's somebody behind there, but I'll chase him out. I'll chase him out. Okay, just in time. Now she can't go back there. That's the same bull calf that went behind there yesterday when I was out here. Yeah, the first thing I'm gonna load up is this one. Or maybe not. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort to get them penned up and get that trailer back in there, so maybe I'll just haul them all off at the same time. Yeah, we'll see what I can do. I need him, I need that one and that one eventually. And I need that one and that one and the one that's all the way on the other side. Oh, there's a couple over there, but the one that I was mentioning before, that's in the back there. I need to take those 1, 2, 1, her and her 2 bull calves, and him, and that one. That should be enough. Oh, that's all I need. But not today. Today I'm just setting it up so I get used to it. Part's going to be able to get him. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Because he don't know me, he don't know this corral that good. Mainly he's just too nervous around me. Okay, back to what I was doing. Okay, now I got to tie this gate. Yeah, I just used the red gate. Silver gate stays where it is. That's all tied up. Now I got to go around the back. Yeah, these guys are pretty calm around me. Although these younger calves, these 5 calves from this year, I've never had them corralled in this corral yet. But this will be their first time doing that. But I'm going to take him with me, and her, and that one back there. That one's going to be the difficult one, because it's going to be wild when I get it in there. There's no way I can chase it in. I'll just have to catch it in there with the other ones, and hopefully it won't jump over the fence, over the corral fence. Yeah, it's too nervous. Originally I was thinking I'll just grab it by itself, load it up, and then take it up to the house, pen it up over there. But all the trouble I had getting that trailer set, I don't think I want to go through that again. So I guess I'll load them all up at the same time if I can manage it. Yeah, I think I can. If I can get him in here with the others where he'll stay calm, as long as he's in a group, I think he'll calm down a little bit, as long as he's mingled in with the other ones. That's what I'm hoping. He won't get too excited or nervous, afraid, whatever the word is. Anyway, I got one more thing to do. That too. To close this gate yet, but first I got to get the calf out, and he's back there somewhere. Yeah, he's over there by the other gate that I just closed. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to walk around there and get him. Yeah, he's over there behind that big tree. Oh, look what I found here. I found a snake skin. Yeah. See if I can pick it up. Hope it ain't got no manure on it. There's a snake skin. That's pretty old. That's where I got to get the calf to go out this way, which shouldn't be too hard. They're content eating some hay. There you are. Yeah, you'd like to come back here, but I'll get you out the other way. That's it. Go on out. Go out the way you came in. Keep going. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. You know where to go. Okay, now that he's out. Okay, now I can close that gate. Yeah, the gates on each end are just to keep them from coming back here when I want to corral them. I don't want them coming back here. Oops, I'm on the wrong side of the gate. Okay. It's set up. Now they can get used to going in and out of that corral. And the trailer. Oh no, I gotta set the trailer. I can open the back gate of the trailer. Let's do that now. My battery died. I had to plug in my portable power bank. And I'm going again. I remember that power bank. Yeah, I got it when I retired in 2020 from Magna International. It was my retirement, one of my retirement. I got a clock too. I never did open it yet. Didn't even open it. I'll get around to it one of these days. Anyway, I got to open up that back gate, but I don't want to be walking through all them cattle, so I'm going to go through this side door. Yeah, I think that'll work. This is my goal, to get them comfortable being in here and just eating. Of course, when I get ready to corral them and close the gates, I'll be using these black tubs here. Yeah, rubber tub, plastic, to put corn in, which will keep them occupied. And that's the one that's gonna have a problem with. He's so wild. Every time I get close to him, he runs off. But when he's in a group, maybe he won't do that so much. I'll see. Hopefully I can get him in the trailer easy with some other ones. Anyway, got to go open that gate up for them so they're comfortable going in and out of the trailer too. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, at least the calves that know me, they're not too wild. Yeah, that's good. That's what I want, calm cattle. Yeah, I don't like wild cattle. Anyway, let's open that gate. The gate swings open naturally. It wants to swing open, and it lays against the gate there, but I still tie it a little bit. Ouch, fly on my leg. Yeah, just to make sure it's secure, especially when they go in and out. Now all I gotta do is unhook the front of the trailer and take the truck home, because I'm done out here for now. This was the last calf that was born this year. I think it was April 25, something like that. And that's the mama of that calf. So when I get ready to sort them, I got to get them all in the pen first. That's the hard part. With corn, it should be easy. Since I'm feeding them hay in here and they're used to it, it shouldn't be too hard to get them all in. Except that black one, forgot how to get him in with the others. Anyway, before I leave, I wanted to show my setup. Once I can use this middle gate. I just installed this a couple years ago, and I think I used it once already. And the way it works, once I get them all in, I'll close that gate. I'll close that gate here. And that'll stay closed. Then once I get them pushed up into here, because they'll be eating corn over here, along this wall here, this fence. They'll be eating some corn here in this tubs. And then I'll close that gate and slowly get the ones out that I don't want. Yeah, once I get them out into here, I can let them out that way. Once I get the ones out that I don't want, I'll put them out that way. And then these here will be locked in. And then once they're locked in here, then I can, I got that loosely tied there, but what happens is, let's see if I can show you. Both of those gates move at the same time. That gate there will only go to that post. Yeah, but once I get them in that area, once I can get them past that gate, I don't need to tie that gate, but I need to, once I get them that far and they're somewhat calm, then I'll slip in behind that gate or inside that gate. Yeah, so White Bull was riding the calf, so now Bull's going to go out and find out what's going on. Anyway, once I get this far and the cattle are in here, then all I got to do is push this loosely connected, and then I can keep them locked in here where they're at. Then once I get them to here, hopefully they'll be going in the trailer. And then all I gotta do is pull this cord, loosen the string. I think I had it tight too much. And then use this gate and use them together. Use them together to let the cattle go in and lock them up. That's the way I do it. And it works pretty good. I'm in a bind somewhere. I wasn't in a bind, I hit that bracket down there. But usually when I get it this far, I can just use this gate to go the rest of the way. Yeah, anyway, that's how I do it. That's how I do it. If the ones I want aren't in here, and I got some locked in there, then I'll slowly let the ones out, because I'll have this gate closed when I locked up the bigger ones. But I'll slowly let them out and keep the ones that I want. And then once I have what I want in there, then all I gotta do is I can chain that gate to that post, and then I can open that one. Yeah, I can open that gate and then get whoever I want in here and load them this way. I got two ways of loading. Well, they all load from here, but sometimes I can load from this side, that pen, or I have to load from this side. Either way it works. They all have the same destination. They're pretty relaxed around me, these guys. They know me, they grew up with me. They all know me. Bully's back. He went out to investigate. Somebody was doing some riding. I think that little white bull. Anyway, I got my gates back to where I need them. That one's chained. That one's chained. And that gate's tied. All good. Okay, I guess I can unhook the trailer and go home. They're all hanging out up here now. Yeah, they're all hanging out around here. Eventually, I think they'll be going in the trailer too, because there's some hay in there if they wanted it. But eventually, when I decide to feed corn here, ahead of sorting them, just to get them used to eating the corn, I forgot what I was going to say. I'll come back. Until then, they're just going to get used to this setup. What are you hanging out here for, huh? Oh, that white bull, that little white bull, looks like he wants to try to ride that. She was in heat here. Bull was following her around yesterday. So maybe he's going to give it a shot too. Or not. Okay. I did what I needed to do out here. Calves are at least he's relaxing. A little black. Yeah. Okay. This morning when I came out here, this afternoon when I came out here, around 3:30, the ground was still damp. But now with the sun shining, it all dried out again, so I don't think that rain yesterday soaked in very far. But hopefully we'll get another rain soon. Whew. Cal had a bowel movement there. Nice plopping sound, and I can smell it too. I have to watch where I walk around here. There's a bunch of landmines. Anyway, I'm ready to unhook it. Get to it. Somebody's in my way. Huh? This is the calf from that red cow. And that's one of them I'm going to sell. That's the mama cow's 5th calf and bull calf from last year. That big white one there. And that's the heifer, 2-year-old heifer is going to have calf next year, I hope. Let me get over there. Before I leave today, though, I see some of that mint here. I'm going to pick some more of this mint. It looks like this didn't dry up. Probably because it was in the shade. And that rain could have, maybe it was wilted yesterday, but after that rain, it looks like it picked up a little bit. But I'll harvest some of this before I go home. Nobody wants to move. Come on. What's going on here? Hey! You always do that. You always want to hook me with that horn. She's trying to show her dominance. Yeah, she wants to say, I'm the boss here. Even if she's not. Yeah, she always does that. She always tries to get close to me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that bull is the little brother of that one. A year younger than that brown one. Brown one's a heifer. Okay, I got work to do. Let's unhook. Yeah, the cows have a tendency to rub on that. I wish I would have had something to cover that up with. Okay, you got the right idea. Hope you do this when I'm ready to load you. Yeah. She just came in to eat, but that wasn't what I wanted. I want them to get used to coming in here. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you're this cooperative when I'm ready to load you. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, that was hard to jack up with that cow in front. She's heavy. Okay, I'm all unhooked. I can go home. Enjoying yourself in there? Huh? Don't worry about me. You can stay there. It's okay. Hope we cooperate like this when I'm ready to load you. But everybody's excited when that happens. So maybe not so much. It's right now, it's a little after 5:30 p.m. So, oh yeah, I gotta collect some mint. There's some more mint over there by the cars, but I don't feel like going that far. And it's not as tall. It's shorter over there. But but I could see from here that that rain really helped that mint, because it was all dried up last time I was over there. And the plants were all drying up. But that little rain we had yesterday, that really put some moisture into their leaves, filled them out. Yeah, I'll get some of this mint first. Then I'll go home. Get a handful. Yeah. If I come out again, I'll get some more. Everything's hooked up where I want it. Now I just gotta let them get used to it. Yeah, he keeps running away when I get too close. One of these days I'll come out here when I think this hay's heat down enough. I'll start feeding them corn. I got a few sacks, but I think they're old. They're from last year, so I'll still bring them out here. They might have some bugs in them, but I'll give them to them anyway. Yeah, unless it's really rotten. I don't think so. It's under a shelter, so should have stayed dry. Yeah, but the moisture in the corn, it goes bad eventually. I'll have to buy some more corn anyway, one of these days. What he does when I get close. Yeah, see, he's the only one that runs away. The others can tolerate me, but not him. He didn't grow up with me. Let's see how close I can get to him. There he goes. Yeah. He don't want nothing to do with me. Well, once I bring them to the house, I'll have to keep them penned up, because I can't afford to let them go out with the Highlanders. I'll never get them back in. So I got a pen there by the house, or in the barn. I'll put them in there. Or if nothing else, I'll just put them in the barn with the other stuff. Give them some water, hay, and then I'll contact the supposedly owner, if I get the right one, and see if they can identify them. Size, sex, color. Yeah. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I know who owns it. It's the guy who raises alfalfa between my house and the farm. Yeah. There's a nice big pile. I'm thinking these big piles are from that bull. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, everybody's content eating the hay for now. Once I start giving them corn, that's like candy to them. Okay, that's trailer's unhooked. I'm ready to head back to the house. Okay, let's go home. $6:30 p.m. Someone's been using some heavy machinery over that way. I could hear it real good out there by the corral in the big pasture. I could still hear it here. Some kind of like a backhoe or something big. Probably a backhoe or a track hoe. Anyway, been a good day. That grass grew back a little bit with the help of that little rain we got last night or yesterday. Well, I still got hay to eat here and out the big pasture. Everybody, all the cattle got something to eat. Plus, they got a little green grass growing back again, so that'll help. Bully's here eating this. He's cutting it down short. And that cow over there. Hey, Bully, you gonna be able to breed anybody here, huh? Am I wasting my time with you? Huh? I don't see no calves. Let's see. She was just in heat the other day, so sometime in June. I don't see any calves by June. Yeah, I think you're gonna go in the freezer. That's what I'm thinking. I may have to send these cattle back out to the big pasture next year. Again, if you can't do the job. At least it wasn't too hot today, except when I was working in the sun, and it got hot. A little humider, a little bit more humid today than it was the last month or so. It's not as dry now. Some of the trees are changing color. I don't think it's the cold. It's the lack of sunlight. That's what's causing it, I think. I hope you'll get pregnant and have a calf next year. Oh, cat. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Yeah. Hey. Look at me. Yeah, he's old enough and big enough. He's like 2.5 years old. And he's the same size as these cows now, so he should be able to do the job. If he's able to. Well, I'll find out next year. What are you doing? Well, you sure are nervous, aren't you? You get around, aren't you? Look at her baby. Her baby has so much energy. Did I have that kind of energy when I was young? Huh? What about it? No. I probably did. I wish I had that energy now. Okay. That's about it for today.